Good day, boxing fans. It's time again on the 24th of Jan for my favorite fighter in the world, the monster, Naoya Inoue, to do his thing when he defends his undisputed junior featherweight 122-pound titles against a late replacement. His title defense against IBF mandatory Sam Goodman has fallen through for, I think it's the third time. I think TJ Doheny replaced him the first time. They were going to fight in December. Cut on the eye of Goodman got postponed to January, and then the cut was reopened. So this date is taken up by a man from South Korea, Ye Joon Kim. Now, is he a worthy replacement for Sam Goodman, or is this a mismatch? Stick around and let's break down the fight. On paper, Ye Joon Kim against Naoya Inoue is a mismatch, because if we look at Kim's record, it's a very respectable record: 21 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws with 13 knockouts. He's got a good record, but 3 fights ago he lost to a journeyman in America on a very close majority decision, but still he lost to a guy who was 14 wins and 9 losses. So a journeyman type of record. That was Rob Diesel. It's a guy who's never really beaten anybody, and yet Kim couldn't do well enough to get over the hump there. He's 2 wins down the line now. But if you look at the guys he's fought some guys with decent records, but he's never really competed at the world-class level. Now, I know BoxRec has got many flaws. It isn't the be-all and end-all, but Inoue is a #1 guy in the junior featherweight division, the undisputed champion. He's among the top 3 or so pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And Ye Joon Kim is ranked number 57 in BoxRec. So, although BoxRec does have its flaws, that gives you, at least it gives you a sort of general indication. He has never fought close to the world level that Inoue is at. Now, guys like that with nobody on the record do sometimes bring a surprise, pop up in a world title fight by some twist of fate, and they beat the champion and they become world champion. So, is he perhaps a ringer, Ye Joon Kim? Because it's going to be hard for Naoya Inoue to get up for this title defense in Tokyo. He's fought at a very high-profile opponent, and now he's got fighting an unknown that nobody knew about, except maybe there on the Asian scene before this fight was announced. For Inoue to maintain focus is going to be his biggest challenge, because it's going to be hard for him to get mentally up for Ye Joon Kim. But can Kim spring an upset? There's not a lot of footage available on him. I found a bit here and there. I watched it. Now, he's listed as an orthodox fighter, but I've also seen him fight as a southpaw. So he can go both ways. He tends to fight either one of the other stance, mostly orthodox. Now, he throws his jab and he attacks in spurts. He's a very good finisher. If he hurts you, he's going to stay on you until he gets you out of there. And he's got a good offensive array of punches. He throws good combinations. But the thing that I don't like about Ye Joon Kim, in all his fights, or those that I could see, he gets hit a lot. And he's a hearty fighter. He sort of hearts it through, he rockies it through, he toughs it out. He often lets his opponent hit him, invites his opponent to come in. He'll turn sideways and a bit to this and roll with the punches, but he'll take a few punches, and he takes those punches and he uses it almost a little bit like Junior Makabu used to do. He takes those punches to get his opponent to open up. You know, he lets him throw a few punches, get comfortable, and then he counters and he opens up, and that's how he takes over with his opponent. But there's a lot of flaws besides taking punches. He's sometimes off balance and the 1 foot lifts off the floor when he throws. Sometimes he squares up when he's throwing. And against Inoue, it's not like he's getting a shot out of the blue and he can lift his game and spring an upset and become a world champion, because he's not just fighting any world champion. He's fighting Naoya Inoue, one of the very best, if not the best fighter out there in the world. So, you know, it all depends on how tough Ye Joon Kim is. If he's extremely tough and he's got a chin of granite and he can take what Inoue throws, and very few people have been able to take what Inoue throws and go the distance. If he can do that, we are in for a fight that will at least be competitive. But I think if he can do that, if he is that tough, Ye Joon Kim is just going to ship a sustained beating. I don't think he's got what it takes to get Inoue out of there. He's a good puncher, but he's not the puncher that Luis Neri is. Now, if he can't take the shots, I'm sure that Naoya Inoue is going to hit him, and I'm sure that he's going to hit him flush. He's got that kind of skills. I expect Ye Joon Kim to make the best of his big moment. He will definitely try his best. He'll go out there. He'll go after Naoya Inoue. But a guy who struggles to beat somebody like a Rob Diesel, a 14-9 journeyman, and loses a majority decision, not even struggle to beat him. You know, styles make fights, but that shows you the level that he's at, you know. And I don't know how he got ranked by the sanctioning bodies, but that's the way it works these days of boxing politics. I just can't see it ending well for Ye Joon Kim. In fact, I'm on the sanctioning committee here in South Africa. If I had to sanction that fight, somebody like Ye Joon Kim against Naoya Inoue, I don't think I would have given it go ahead. I think it's that big of a level of difference. You know, it's not like, as I've said, he's fighting a run-of-the-mill world champion who's a paper champion and sort of lucky to have a belt. He's fighting a formidable foe in Naoya Inoue. So I think Inoue, bar a massive miracle there from Ye Joon Kim, I think Kim is going to go after him at some point. He's going to move maybe a little bit more than usual, but he's going to jump in on Inoue. He's going to square up when he does that, and Inoue is going to take him apart. When that's going to happen, I don't know, but I think Naoya Inoue ends this fight in 2 rounds. My pick will be Naoya Inoue sizes him up, gets him out there in the 2nd round. No disrespect against Ye Joon Kim. He's getting his big break, and of course he's taking it. And I hope he comes through this fight unhurt. But I can't see this happening. Maybe Kim proves tougher than we think, but I don't think he can be that tough. You know, he hasn't fought on that level. He's going to feel the difference in quality of what he's got in front of him there in Tokyo, Japan, on 24th of Jan. And that's what I think. You know, I'll tune in because it's Inoue. It's just disappointing that we don't see Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman, I thought I picked Inoue to stop as well, but Goodman was a deserving contender. He was a legit top 10 guy. I feel sorry for Sam Goodman. I feel sorry for Naoya Inoue. It's not his fault. And good luck to Kim. But I just think Ye Joon Kim doesn't belong in the ring with Naoya Inoue. But let's see. That's why they fight the fights. So guys, tell me in the comment section, what do you think? Is Ye Joon Kim a good replacement? Am I perhaps completely underestimating him? Especially you guys who are in Asia, you might have seen more of him than I have seen of him. And until we see each other again, remember to keep those hands up.